Sports. Welcome, everyone, to Tucson, Arizona. Arizona Stadium with this red and blue crowd ready to bear down with their Wildcats. We're really looking forward to this matchup. You've got a team that's made its way into the top 25, now trying to pass an all-important road test. As we'll see, the number 15 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on a team from the Big 12, the Arizona Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Arizona will kick off to get things underway. Coming out with it, it's Henderson. Gets it across the 20 to the... Quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. Corner's going to give them room. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Looking down the middle. Oh, did he find a hole in the defense? A giant chunk of yardage picked up there, and they're down to the 24.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
He caught it. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Scanning the field, it's Milroe. Dances away from the heat. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama!
This defense has their hands full in this game because of what you saw right there. This quarterback is one of the fastest players in the entire country, and he runs one in. They're going to have to do a better job getting hats to him because they know they're going to see the QB run a lot today.
And he made the extra point without problem.
7, Arizona, 0.
You don't see this very often, an early onside kick when you have the lead. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball.
Well, I give them a lot of credit for having guts. You normally don't see onside kicks until the very end of the game. Here we are in the first quarter, and they tried one, but it didn't work. So their defense now has to come out here and bail them out.
They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. After the misfire, now on second down. They'll put the tight end in motion. On second down, wants to throw it. He'll let it go down the right side. And he's got it inside the 10. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6. They ripped off a huge chunk, and now a little chunk is needed to pay it off. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. The snap sets up to throw. Snags it. They will score. Touchdown, Arizona.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback and wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
All tied up and just about set to kick it away. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or 2, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, move the ball.
Looking for a deep man. And he makes the catch inside the 25. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby. That was just as simple as playing catch in warm-ups.
And this offense felt like they could take advantage of this defense down the field throwing the football. They've got a lot of speed on the perimeter, and I feel like they've got some matchups they feel they should be winning one-on-one.
Oh, they block it. He picks it up. That's a live ball. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. They already have the lead, and they're trying to build it here in the first quarter with an onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
Man, these coaches talked about being aggressive, and they were. First quarter, you're going with the onside already. I would say it's a little bit careless, a little bit reckless. Onside kicks are not high percentage, but they went for it, they failed, and now let's see how they respond.
Pulls it in. It's Conley. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. Dropping back, it's Fafita. Takes the easy throw in the flat. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
He'll come out throwing on first down. They're working that left side. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona! What a grab and go for the score.
This guy is officially a problem. His second receiving touchdown of the game. Nice job by the offense. Dude, if I've got a matchup I like, continue to pick at it until they stop.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point puts them on top by 1. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish it up with the final 30 yards coming courtesy of that touchdown pass. Fielded in the end zone. It's Henderson. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Here comes that Alabama offense. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
Nice play design on that one. You make it easy for your quarterback, too, because it's easy to see what's happening right in front of you. Over the middle of the field, you can see where defenders are dropping. You can see where the soft spots are in zone coverage. And just a really nice job by the QB locating his guy and making an accurate throw.
Fires deep toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bama!
And this quarterback really does a great job of seeing the defense and seeing what kind of coverage they're in. And I think when this offense goes empty and they spread the defense out, it just makes it so much more simple for the QB to see what the defense is doing pre-snap and then post-snap. You could tell he's playing in a great rhythm right now because he's seeing the field, and these empty sets are really helping him out.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Returner will field it and try to get some field position. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. This should be the last play of the quarter. Receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. To the air, it's Fafita. Going for the big play. And that will fall incomplete as we have played one quarter, a quarter in which they tried to wrap it up with a huge play.
Alabama 20, Arizona 14.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Grabbed on the outside, it's Conley. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible, and sometimes it doesn't work in the running game. But I can throw it to him. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of it.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Grab near the sticks. It's McMillan. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. Arizona moving the ball quickly down the field. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. And the Wildcats getting set on 1st and 10. Quarterback checking off. They keep attacking through the air. It's complete to the right.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
After the first down completion, it's 2nd and short. Looking to throw, it's Fafita. He makes the connection. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Might be decision time if the defense can get a stop on 3rd down from the 45. They'll try to get it through the air. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Can't hook up on the long throw, and 4th down goes by the boards for this offense.
That is just the play you have got to be able to come up with. They don't get bigger than that. 4th down, you've got to make the catch. Whether it's a perfect throw or whether it's off of your body, you're good enough and you're athletic enough to haul that play.
He wants to take the top off. Makes the grab, and he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown tie.
Sometimes it's players, not plays, or sometimes it's both. And when you got that guy and you put him in the slot and you let him burn for a go route right past a nickel corner or one of the reserve corners or a safety, that's a great job by the offense, and that speed you can't teach, and that's why he's in the house for 6.
That's the kind of drive everybody loves. So see, quarterback, 1 snap, put it in the end zone. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. Fielded in the end zone, it's Patterson. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing them over. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
We're only in the first half already. This guy's got 2 TD passes, so you could see the defensive coaching staff on the sideline telling this D-line, guys, we got to get after this guy. We have to affect his rhythm and not let him be so comfortable back there. Right there, they were able to get after him. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Pulls it in. It's McMillan. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. They'll run play action. Right down the middle. He's got it. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Yeah, and I love taking deep shots. I think it makes cornerbacks play honest, safeties play honest, and you can tell just missed a little bit deep on that shot. But listen, those are shots that we want to take because the risk is definitely worth the reward.
Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Going for it all. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
Well, on defense, they know that this offense is going to try and take shots. They're going to try and keep their secondary players in a position to make these types of plays. Good job on the back end forcing that incompletion.
That is just a sideline clinic. Roll, catch, toe drag, everything you want. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. To the air, it's Fafita. A shot toward the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, Wildcats!
Man, what a great job by this offense finishing the half. It wasn't perfect. You're still trailing, but now you've cut that lead to a one-score game. Now in the second half, we can come out, make some things happen. We just created some big momentum for this offense. Now we take it into halftime.
And I don't think they got it snapped before the play clock ran out. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And perhaps a slightly more difficult attempt from the 8. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer.
That makes the score now 21.
Ready to start the second half, Alabama will kick it off. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. On first down, here comes this offense. Quarterback checking the play. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires on the move. He makes the catch. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Big plays in the passing game deep down the field that take time to develop. The big hog mollies up front got to protect their quarterback. Great job protecting him on that play.
Starting a drive like that really builds confidence. First down from the 45. Looking to pass. It's Fafita. Moves away as he feels pressure. Hit as he throws. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And the QB leaves the pocket, and he scrambles out, and he goes to his right. And I love how he keeps his eyes down the field, trying to make a play, trying to throw the football, but the relentless chase, I love it. Getting to the quarterback. He throws an inaccurate pass because he gets whacked as he throws.
And it's caught inside the 30. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. The Wildcats with the 1st and 10. They'll throw it from the red zone. Looking to the big tight end. He makes a grab. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. He caught it. And he'll go out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they've got it right on the doorstep. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Back to the air one more time. He caught it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. He has been surgical. Precision passes. Using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
Now they'll try to get another possession with an onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They torch this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. He'll start this drive firing. Release to the back. The short hands, it's Haynes. Across the 25, he's got room. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down.
Well, that's a real good-looking throw, and I know at Alabama recently they've had a lot of different quarterbacks, and they've also had a lot of different guys calling plays. But one thing that's never seemed to waver is how explosive the offense has been, and the big reason is because of the efficient play they've had consistently year in, year out at the quarterback position as well. They recruited extremely well. They coach these guys up.
Got some room headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Alabama! They take the lead with the 6.
Number 1.
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not 1, not 2, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive.
28.
They're lining up to boot it away.
Set to kick this one.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
To the air, it's Fafita. Looking to buy time. He'll throw one to his right. And he hauls it in inside the 30. And that tackle almost certainly saved the touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain. This attack so lethal with that big play capability. Now 1st and 10 from the 29. He's looking to throw it. Quarterback moving. Fires on the move. Wide open downfield. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
A nice job by the offense there, attacking the middle of the field. Excellent route, finding the soft spot in the defense. Nice job by the quarterback putting it right on his guy.
He'll set up to throw. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
It's really hard when that quarterback gets outside the pocket because it cuts off half of the field. Once he starts to roll out, everybody starts to sprint to the other side of the field. You know you're not going to throw it across your body going to the right. Great job by the defense closing it off and making the interception.
Shadow of the goalpost looming. 1st and 10 from their own 1, just looking for breathing room. From his end zone, he'll go up top. And that ball is picked off. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
Well, how about that? I mean, they knew this defense was good defending the pass, but that had more to do with who's in the secondary, not necessarily who's up front. David, his best Pollock impersonation, picking that one off.
Yeah, baby, you don't get many opportunities to drop in coverage. You don't get many balls thrown your way, but when you do, you want to make sure you take advantage, showing off the athletic ability, showing the hands. The big defensive lineman comes up with the INT.
Really nice job by the defense. They know the quarterback was outside the pocket. They were still able to get a hat on him just as he was trying to make that throw and force the incompletion.
Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Using his legs to buy some time. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. They'll try to pass it in on 3rd and goal. The pass falls incomplete, and that'll be the final play of this quarter.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, Alabama 35, Arizona 20.
Trailing and getting deep in the game, they'll go for it here on 4th and goal.
Here we go.
They're going to throw it again. Looking to the end zone. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
And that's such a good job by this defense. This offense is trying to find a spark, trying to get back in this football game. They're trying to be aggressive. The defense answers, and now you put your offense in a beautiful position to go out, execute a really good drive, and put a little distance between the other squads.
They'll start this drive with a pass. It's caught downfield. And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws.
He's going for a big play downfield. Makes the catch. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
Number 1.
And what nice play design. You get your speedster, you put him in the slot, usually get a better matchup, and then what do? You fade him towards that sideline, run a go. Nice ball thrown way out wide. He just runs underneath it, and just too much speed. Couldn't catch him. Gets in the end zone for 6.
On that two-point conversion, they spread the field, 5 wide receiver set, trying to create some windows to throw into, and they come away with a beautiful-looking, schemed-up two-point conversion.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early.
And that ball is hauled in inside the 35. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play, and I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
Going for 6. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats.
The great thing about spreading a defense out, I can see where the blitz is coming from. I can see where they're weak. I can see my matchups. Nice job by the offense, spreading them out, taking advantage of their matchup, and getting in for the score.
They still need a touchdown and two-point conversion to tie, and they'll go for the onside kick here in the 4th. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. Here comes that Alabama offense. So we've got a tight spot here, David. They'd love to run out the clock, but all those timeouts staring at them.
Yeah, they got 3 timeouts on defense, but I know a first down ends this football game. So I got to get...
And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. And the senior just snatched the ball out of the air and gave it back to his offense. We'll see how the offensive coordinator pieces together this drive down late in the 4th. To throw, it's Fafita. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And you get more and more hits on the QB like this right there, more and more making him scramble out of the pocket to the right. That's winning. He's going to start to see ghosts. He'll start to panic. He'll start to speed up that processor. Nice job.
Looking for a huge play. Wide open. He makes the catch. And he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown, Arizona. After the score, they need this two-point conversion to tie. He's looking to throw. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. He's got it. The 2 is good, and we are all tied up in the 4th. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. Here comes the kickoff as we are all tied up in the 4th quarter. No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get lathered up.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Looking downfield, it's Milroe. Fires to the wideout. And this is going to be intercepted. A big play in a tie game. That's why you love veterans in this defense. They stay locked in on their rules, and he made the pick.
It's the plays like that that are going to end up defining and deciding this game, right? It's tight. Tie game, 4th quarter. Someone is going to step up and make a game-changing play, and the defender did right there.
And he's wrestled to the ground.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the inside.
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. And he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity, but it's incomplete.
This really has been a master class by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
The aerial assault continues. Touchdown, Arizona! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
And they're able to score on a drive where they had to have it this late in the game, and they look to their playmaker on the outside to win that one-on-one matchup.
Big-time moments. Who do you trust as a quarterback? You could tell this was a big moment. He threw it to his big play wide receiver. He knew he would come down to it, and now the big play in the 4th quarter for the touchdown.
After scoring that touchdown, they'll try to get it right back with an onside kick.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Here comes that Alabama offense. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, I wish I'd have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that are just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, should have ran a better route.
Dropping back, it's Milroe. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Into the end zone. And he's got it. He's got it for a touchdown. And here in the final minute, they're a single point behind.
Man, great execution. That is how it's done late in the football game. Now, all you need is that extra point. Bring the kicker out there. This is what you do. Just like practice, knock it through the uprights, tie this football game, and we might be looking at overtime soon.
This is supposed to be the easiest play in football, except when there's this much pressure. And no problem on that extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the 4th. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. They'll try to follow that last touchdown with an onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. wasting no time throwing on this drive. Using the quick game. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. Quarterback will audible. He wants to pass it on second down. Buys a little extra time. Outside the pocket, lets it go. A strike downfield. The defense will take a timeout. 25 seconds left to play.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
That player is so lucky he did not put that football on the ground. What a tackle by that defender. Phenomenal individual effort getting that tackle for loss.
Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go.
Timeout, Arizona.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Can the D deny them on second and goal? Back to throw, it's Fafita. And this will be picked off. A costly turnover in a tie game. And a great effort on the final play of regulation, but we've got more football ahead.
That's the end of regulation with the score all time.
So here comes our first play of overtime. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Slings it downfield. He's got it. And he was thinking 6, but that D knocks him down at the 2.
And I love that play call. There's a great example of sudden change situation, right? Your defense gets the turnover. You get it right back. The very first play, let's be aggressive. Let's take a shot and see if we can catch the defense napping. Boy, oh boy, did that ever work out great.
Touchdown, Wildcats! And they're on top here in overtime. He didn't see anyone open. Said, no problem, I'll take care of it myself.
Yeah, I've been there before. Been there, done that. Not my first rodeo. I've been in this kind of situation. Down by the goal line, I'm getting outside, and I'm taking it in myself.
He wants to throw it. They got it. The aggressive play call pays off, and they're up by 8. Now on first down, they need to answer with a touchdown. Trying to start the drive with a pass. With the catch, it's Williams. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. The Tide trying to pay off this red zone trip. Dropping back, it's Milroe. Tip ball, put it up for grabs, and I thought he had it, but somehow it slithered through his fingers. Wants to fire on second down. Got it! Touchdown, Bama! Got it in for one part of the job, and now the two-point conversion attempt is coming. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
Looking to throw. He's got it in the end zone. 2-point conversion is good, and we've got a tie game. We play on first down here in the second overtime period. Trying to find his man on first down. Extending the play. He'll pull it down and run. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
Throws for the tight end and wings it incomplete. Alabama quickly back to the line. Wants to throw. It's Milroe. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. And they did not let him get to that first down line. It'll bring up a call here. Does the drama get any thicker? The offense comes to the line on fourth down here in overtime. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Skips away from pressure. Fires to the end zone. And they stop the fourth down pass. The defense gets off the field.
Well, great defense on that one. They were ready for pass, and they forced the incompletion. They're coming off the field. That's a big win for this defense.
Defense has its back against the wall as they try to extend this game and force another overtime. Going up top on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Conley. They stop him just a length or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Looking to throw on second down. He got it in! Ball game! What a clutch play as they win it in double overtime!
How about this offense